Welcome to Three Count Commentaries. Let's talk about Raw from June 21st, 2021. The fourth Hell in a Cell match. By God, bro. By God. So, as MVP and Lashley are celebrating their victory with their fine ladies and their champagne, here comes New Day to toss, I think that was toast and pancakes that they threw at them. They're always throwing stuff. Now they always throwing carbs at people. I love how they didn't oversell it. Like, MVP and Lashley didn't oversell the stuff that they were throwing. They were kind of like, okay, this is kind of what they do. They were having fun, but it was like you watching monkeys in the zoo. It was like they just doing what they do. They're doing what their instincts tell them to do. The MVP called him a clown a bunch of times, which, accurate. After a lot of jitter jatter, we ended up with MVP accepting Kofi Kingston versus Lashley for the WWE title at Money in the Bank. I was A-okay with that. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. And then, the tables are turned and Lashley says he wants to fight Xavier Woods. Because Xavier Woods is a nerd, a dweeb, a dork, a pencil neck geek. And then, Xavier Woods talks about people underestimating him. And, he ran down his resume. He says, like, I know that you've seen me side by side with Kofi Kingston when he won the WWE title. You've seen Big E win the Intercontinental Championship. And I haven't done that much except be a future king of the ring. But I got all of this huge social media following, and I got this big YouTube channel, and I'm a G4 host, and I'm doing all these great things. And I'm 11-time tag team champion. Like, please, I'm looking for an opportunity for you to underestimate me. I'm always looking to prove myself. And he also called old school toxic testosterone having meatheads. That's what he called Lashley and MVP. Toxic testosterone having meatheads. I am I don't think I qualify as a meathead. But for fuck's sake, I am as toxic as possible. I say a lot of objectionable shit. The problem is I edit it out. So I tend to edit out a lot of objectionable shit. But let's be honest. Xavier Woods. You can be an intelligent guy, a man of culture and class, and love your anime titties and your, body pillows, and still not be what you are. Right? But I am always interested in opportunities to see Xavier Woods step up because he is very underrated. And I do think that, he has a lot more talent. And as a solo star, he might be able to be quite honest, the bigger star of the three. I know that's pretty controversial for people to believe. But Xavier Woods has the in-ring skill. He also has the mic skills. He also has the intelligence. He knows how to get heat. He is the one who put, all of this shit together. He could have done it by himself. He's just very small. So I think he could have done very well by himself. So I'm always interested in seeing Woods step up to the plate. And then they took it to the absurd level of, we're going to fight inside Hell in a Cell. I was like, fucking what? It's not a title match. Why? We just had 3 Hell in a Cell matches. I know that the dirt sheets have reported that NBC Universal was pretty upset about the Hell in a Cell match being, the Roman's Hell in a Cell match being bumped to SmackDown. So I guess they just had to off-put it by pushing a Lashley Hell in a Cell match on Raw. It's like, okay, are they going to have a Hell in a Cell match on NXT? Why not just do Hell in a Cell week? Let's just do, you get a Hell in a Cell match. You get a Hell in a Cell match. Let's just do TNA Hell in a Cell matches for everybody. WWE lockdown, a week of Hell in a Cell matches where every single person, including the guys on 205 Live, because hell, why leave out August Gray? Why leave out Ari Sterling and all those guys? Why leave them out of the fun? Everybody should be in a Hell in a Cell match. God damn it, why not? Since the people like, oh, you got us posting 205 live. Why aren't you doing Hell in a Cell matches there? Fuck. Come on, man. This is the wrong thing to do. It's the wrong thing to do. You could have just been like, look, it's a one-time deal. Get over it. You know? Or you could have found a feud. Well, if you don't have any. Also, you could have found a feud that could have said, all right, we're going to build to it. As a matter of fact, you did. You kind of had one, right? Why not say, next week on Raw, we're going to have Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley in a Hell in a Cell match. It would have been dumb. It still would have been too many Hell in a Cell matches on TV. But at least it would have been a feud that was already ongoing, in which you had Rhea Ripley get herself disqualified in their match. So it would have been a match that's no disqualification, so she can't cheat. Like, why not? Why not? If you're gonna do some stupid shit like have a Hell in a Cell match on Raw for literally no reason, why couldn't it have just been a feud? At least it's a feud that's already ongoing. See, they don't think about these things. So they had Xavier Woods fight Lashley in a Hell in a Cell match on Raw. That's weird words I just said. Xavier Woods was in a Hell in a Cell match on Raw against the WWE champion, and it was non-title. He had a Hell in a Cell match, non-title. Everything about this is wrong. Everything about this is flawed. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Woods did good. Woods does not really have bad matches. But you kind of knew what this was going to be. You knew this was going to be a straight up execution where, and that's pretty much what it was. Woods went out there, fought gallantly, did his really cool spot through the table with the springboard. It was nice. And then Lashley just kind of like, okay, he cleaned him up. And that was pretty much it. And you know what? It was fine. It was fine for the fourth Hell in a Cell match I've seen in 4 days. Fuck. I don't want to see a Hell in a Cell match again. Like, you could retire this gimmick if we're being honest. I'm 100% on board with them retiring the Hell in a Cell gimmick. I just don't see the need of it. I think we've outlived the Hell in a Cell match. I think we've killed it. I think we've pretty much killed that gimmick. I think the lack of blood killed it. The lack of blood, the crash pads when people do big spots, the inability to crawl at the top of it is too professional. It's too clean. It's overproduced. It's red. I'm like, nah, man, let's get rid of it. Let's just get rid of the Hell in a Cell. Let's just nuke it. Nuke the whole fucking event. Get rid of it. Replace it with something cool. Replace it with Starrcade. Bring Starrcade back as a 4-hour extravaganza. An end of the year WrestleMania. Let's do that. I love that idea. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this Hell in a Cell shit. But I do love the post match. Kofi for some reason was way on the other side of the ring. So once Woods tapped out and the match was over, the referees opened the door. MVP gets in. Kofi isn't at the door to go and check on Woods or anything. And Lashley decides to continue the beating post-match. He starts beating the hell out of Woods and put him in the Hurt Lock again. MVP locked the door. And Kofi is yelling at Lashley to let him go. Let him go. And Lashley has his face up against the cage, and he's just squeezing the life out of Xavier Woods. And I think that was an excellent way to end Raw, and it added a tremendous amount of heat to their storyline already. Now, I did like that. I liked how they used the cell in this situation as, okay, now we're locked in, you're locked out, we're going to brutalize this guy. We're about to do bad things to him. So they're writing off Xavier Woods. So Kofi has to go alone. All right? And I love that. Now we got Kofi standing alone. No trombone to distract anybody. Nobody to help him throw pancakes and tap dance and do dumb shit. He's got to be serious. He's about to go against the WWE champion. It's a serious business. And the storyline between him and MVP, I love it. I love the dynamics between the three of these guys. It's been really fun. I hate that Xavier Woods got taken out so early, but I'm pretty sure he has some other things to do. He'll probably be back shortly around the Money in the Bank. I know that I said in my Hell in a Cell review that I believe that they're going to do a big title change at the Money in the Bank. This could possibly be it. This could possibly be it. I am sitting here thinking to myself, as Raw went off the air, I was saying, man, if Kofi beats Lashley for the title, I don't know what I would do, because I don't hate Kofi. I love Lashley. I've been a Lashley fan since 2006. 2007 technically. I wasn't a big fan of the ECW stuff, but I was a pretty big fan when he debuted on SmackDown and he forced Simon Dean to eat all those goddamn hamburgers. That was pretty cool. But I'm not thrilled by the idea of Lashley losing. But if he has to lose and he loses it to Kofi, I'm cool with it. You know, because Kofi is a guy who, you know, he's kind of been fluttering around the main event for a while. But I still think that they're probably more than likely going to have Kofi lose and then have the Money in the Bank guy beat Lashley. But I still believe that Lashley will be the one coughing up his title at Money in the Bank. But I'm all about this Lashley Kofi match. I'm interested in how the storyline is going to progress with MVP and Kofi and their personal thing that they got going on. So, despite the fact that we used another cell match, I think it was used effectively. Even though I didn't want to see it, it was used effectively. And so much that it was used to write off Xavier Woods and to add a tremendous amount of sympathy and heat to the New Day versus Hurt Business stuff. And I'm all about it. You know, I'm all about it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. You can buy me lunch if you want by sending cash via the Cash app. Thank you guys for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Old non-aggression. Once that lesson sets in, you'll see a session. But you got an affection for no progression, regression. The best.